Hey guys, it's Yessie. Welcome back to my channel. So today, as you can see from the title of this video, I'm going to be updating you guys on being 7 months pregnant. Right now I'm actually 8 months, but I still want to make a video about my 7 months. I feel like my 7 months of being pregnant was very different from every other month that I've experienced. So I do want to catch you guys up and just let you know like how I felt and stuff like that. So I'm actually going to be doing my makeup while I'm speaking to you guys. So I'm not going to focus so much on like what products I'm using and stuff like that, because I just want to tell you, like what happened during my 7 months. So I already did my eyebrows and I primed my eyes. I'm just going to go ahead and continue my makeup. So I just want to show you guys my Candyland palette because it's so cute and aesthetically pleasing and it matches me. So I'm going to use this. This is the first time that I'm using this because I just recently bought it. So, okay, so for my 7 months of being pregnant, when I turned 7 months, like I have already mentioned, it felt very, very different from the other times, like 6 months, 5 months. 7 months is already a part of the 3rd trimester, so you guys can imagine like how I started to feel. Just getting up from bed was very, very difficult for me. And I'm gonna speak in the past. I'm not gonna say anything about like how I feel now, because that's gonna be for another video, my 8-month update. So I'm just gonna speak like past tense. But yeah, it was very difficult for me to get up from my bed and just do, the normal stuff that we do. Get up, shower, all that. Just daily routines became very difficult for me, such as going to work especially. At work, I work in retail, so you guys already know, like if, you are in retail as well, you know that it's not easy. Working in retail can be very, very stressful because of customers and just things that you have to do in the store. I had to go up and down a lot because of the basement. We go to get products from the basement to bring it upstairs. Or if a customer needs something from downstairs, like if they say, oh, do you have this sweater in a large? We have to go check. So like going up and down the stairs would hurt me so much. Everything felt very heavy. My stomach, was obviously already getting bigger, my 7 months, so I felt very, very like heavy, and it would just hurt me to be carrying, you're literally carrying a baby. I'm literally carrying a baby, so it hurts. But yeah, everything became more painful. I started to get a lot of pain. They call it your pelvic floor. I Google everything. But basically my pelvic floor was being affected because the baby's getting heavier and the baby's also pushing more down to get into position, for delivery. So it would hurt so bad when I would try to get up from bed. Like my actual vagina hurt so much. Like I can't even explain to you how bad that feeling is. That pain was every day, and it was very difficult to get up. When I'm laying down, it's very difficult to like get up. I would sleep with a pillow in between my legs all the time, and that helps kind of like position myself very comfortably and stuff. And I would like always complain at night. I feel like every time the pain would come more at night, and especially when I worked like the afternoon shift and having to close the store, I would come home so freaking tired, and my whole body would start to hurt. My feet would be killing me. Like just everything was so difficult for me. So I'd always like complain and moan like, oh, I'm in pain. And I started wobbling side to side. My walk became very different. And I don't know if you can tell, just like my other previous videos, I was losing my breath a lot, and obviously that's like part of pregnancy, so it's affected me now. Also, now that I'm speaking, my dog keeps crying. My breathing became very, very like, I was just running out of breath, shortness of breath. What now, man? I could never record in peace, I swear. But my breathing became very heavy. You can actually hear me when I'm breathing. Even from, like, for example, bending over to clean my dog's poop or her pee. And I do get help from my brother, my mom, my dad. Don't get me wrong, but I'm her owner, so I have to pick up after her mess. So every morning I go through this with my dog because she isn't trained to go outside. That's my mistake. But she's pretty much potty trained, but she's very hard-headed, and she'll have her days where she'll poop outside the pad and pee outside of the pad. And sometimes the pee can get through the pad, so it goes on the floor. So I have to go and clean all of that, and bending down to pick, oh my god, to pick up the pad and to clean with Bounty and stuff. It becomes so difficult for me. I had to bring my mom's dog to my room because he kept barking. So, yeah, there he is. But as I was saying, simple things like picking up her poop and stuff and just bending down, like at work, if something fell. That's another thing I want to talk to you guys about. OMG. But, I'm running out of breath. I would be like after I got up from bending down. I'm telling you guys, like, it's crazy being pregnant, honestly. So, I don't know if you guys have seen the update for my 6 months of being pregnant, but I did mention that I, could have possibly developed a liver condition that is named, I think it's pronounced, cholestasis of pregnancy. And it's basically when the bile in your body, which is a liquid, a yellow liquid produced in the liver in order to break down fats, becomes, how do you call it? So basically, instead of the bile leaving the liver, it stores into your bloodstream. And this can cause the itchiness that I was talking about. I did mention in my other video that my body was so freaking itchy and I was very concerned. So I spoke to the doctor and she basically told me what I had Googled already, that it could possibly be this, and she made me go take a test and everything. So I went to go take the test and I got my results back when I went back to my OB. And the lady told me that my bile wasn't bad. She told me it was just 1 point over the normal amount a person should have in their body. So she recommended for me to drink a lot of water. And I have a I love drinking water, but the thing is, I'm not the kind of person that drinks probably more than 1 bottle a day, which is so bad. Or at least 2. Like, I could probably get down 2 bottles. But, like, gallons of water, I cannot do that. I just can't. I don't know. And I should be doing that because I'm pregnant and the baby could come out dry. Which is how I came out. Because my mom didn't drink enough water. So I'm scared that that can happen with my baby as well. It's like I try. But sometimes you forget, you know. Sometimes you just forget to drink water. So she said that I need to start drinking a lot of water. And she also mentioned that I need to cut it down on the carbs and sugary stuff. And that's like one thing that is very hard for me. Well, both of them are very hard. They're all hard, honestly. Oh, and she mentioned drinking alkaline water. But when she told me about the... Don't start crying. It's okay. When she told me about the carbs, like cutting it down, I was like thinking in my head, yeah, that's definitely not gonna happen, because what am I supposed to feed my baby? A salad a day? Like a carrot? Like, no, I need to feed my baby. Like, everything has carbs. Obviously I know there are foods that have low carbs, but like, I'm not the healthiest person. Like, I feel like I should just be enjoying my pregnancy and eating what I want to eat. You know, I don't go crazy on food, but I do eat what I want to. And like I said, what am I going to be feeding my child? A salad? Like, that's not good. And about the sweets and stuff like that, that would be very hard for me to stop as well. because I feel like every time I eat something, I need to have like a dessert. And I'm not saying I have dessert every single day because sometimes I just don't have desserts in my house. Stop, Oreo! But now that I'm pregnant, it's like I crave, not crave to the point where like, because I feel like I can't use the word crave. I haven't really had like a craving. I feel like when you crave something, you just gotta have it. But I've been wanting a lot of sweets now that I'm pregnant. More so like candy, for example, like M&M peanuts has always been my favorite, so like I want that all the time now. Cookies, stuff like that, ice cream. And I don't eat that every single day, don't get me wrong, but it would be hard to like stop it completely. So yeah, that's what I was told. I got a little scared, but she didn't mention that I have, you know, cholestasis of pregnancy, so I guess that went well, but she did tell me that she wants me to go back and take another test for my bile and my blood. And I went back, actually, was it this week? No, it was last week that I went. My mom took me, and it was, it's pretty quick. She just takes your blood. It's like a lab. And she just takes your blood, and then they send the results over within a week to your OB. So I have my next appointment the 25th. Today's the 23rd. So in 2 days, I'll know like how that went. Like if I have high bile or if it's lower now, normal, whatever. We'll see. But it's crazy because in my 7 months, I wasn't that itchy. Like I had my days, but not to the point where, you know, in my 6 months, it was really bad. So thank God for that. So that's how that went, basically. And my last OB appointment, I was given, was this my last one? See, my memory is so bad. Let me talk about that. My memory has been so shitty, guys. It's something that is called pregnancy brain, and if I lost something in the house, I'll forget where I put it, or I'll just forget like simple things, like what I did earlier. It's crazy. It's like I have to sit there and think about it, and my memory is so good usually, so that's kind of like irking my soul because I have good memory. Like everyone in my family knows that I have good memory. I'll remember shit from when I was like 4, and I can't remember what I did yesterday. But yeah, I think it was my last. So I found out about the bile 2 appointments ago, right? And I also went and took in these papers that I needed to get signed from my maternity leave for work. And the lady was giving me, like the doctor, I didn't see the doctor. Like I said, you never see the doctor unless you ask for her. And I think that day I wasn't able to see her because she was not there. So I had to give in my papers to like one of the nurses, and then she gave it to like her manager. And she said, oh, the manager wants to talk to you about these papers. And I was like, okay. So I went and I sat down with the manager. I guess she's the one that handles like paperwork and stuff like that. I don't know. But she basically told me, oh, I can't fill this out. This says that this is for disability. Like, this is for a disability accommodation for work. Like, you're not disabled. You don't have a high-risk pregnancy. And I'm like, okay. So what am I supposed to do? Because this has to do with my job. And I need maternity leave. I need to obviously be home with my baby when she's born. I can't be working. And I do want to stop working soon because everything is so painful for me. So they sent me this letter or this form so you could fill it out. Or anyone in my doctor's office can fill it out, and I have to send it back within 15 days of me receiving it. And she's like, yes, I know, but this is considered disabled. And I said, okay. So I actually didn't get approved for their regular family medical leave. By the way, guys, this is all very confusing. Like, this is the first time this is all happening to me, so all these terms are just like, what? Like, what is this about, you know? But basically, family medical leave, pregnancy is a part of that. But I wasn't qualified for it because I didn't work more than 1,250 hours. So I got denied for that. And my next option was getting approved for a disability, through disability. And pregnancy is a part of it. If you go Google it, you'll find it. You don't have to have a high risk pregnancy to be qualified for it. It's just you're pregnant and you need time with your baby. But she said, I cannot sign this. I cannot sign this. I was getting so pissed off. I even gave her attitude. I was like, miss, like, what am I supposed to do? This is something that I need to send in. And she just kept denying it. Like, she's like, I can't. You're not disabled. Blah, 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 blah. So, I didn't get it signed. I've been going through hell for the past 2 weeks trying to get in contact with my case manager to speak to her about this whole leave and, like, telling her that the lady didn't want to sign it. I finally got a hold of her. I think it was a couple days ago. She emailed me back, but I was calling every day and it said she wasn't available. So I guess she was on vacation or something. But she emailed me because I emailed the company and I'm like, I need somebody to help me. Like, so she finally reached out and she told me that I need to get that signed. So I need to tell the doctor. So the next time my appointment is on the 25th, I'm going to go and make sure I speak to the doctor and give her that form. It's just been very stressful. My 7 months of pregnancy was very stressful. So that happened, and I don't know if I mentioned in my 6 months update, but I did. I don't know if I think I did. That I'm getting a C-section. Definitely getting a C-section. I had told the people at the OB that I want a C-section, so I need like a date. So my 2 appointments ago, the same day that the lady didn't want to sign, they scheduled my C-section. So I will be having a C-section on April 5th. Which is 5 days before my due date. My due date was April 10th, and I chose April 5th. They showed me like a little calendar, and then she pointed to Monday, which is April 5th, literally the day after Easter. And she said, is this day okay for you? And I'm like, okay, that's perfect. Like, yeah. So 9 in the morning. I'm so excited. Not excited about the pain I'm gonna endure, but you know, excited to meet my baby. And it's crazy because April 2nd is my grandpa's birthday, so the baby's going to be born 3 days after. He's going to be so happy. And he doesn't know yet. And then my boyfriend's sister, her birthday is April Fool's Day on the 1st, so it's 4 days after her. So it's really cool. You know, the baby has, like, her aunt and her great-grandfather, like, very close to her birthday. So yeah, guys, I will be getting a C-section on that day. Okay, so that was my 2 appointments ago. And then my last appointment, I went in and they performed, I think it was a stress test. I don't know. I'll put a clip in here. I recorded a little. But I basically was hearing my baby's heartbeat. And you could see, like, this chart, like, going up and down. I guess that's the heartbeat and maybe, like, the movement of the baby. I searched it, like, what it could possibly be, the test, because she didn't tell me. And it said that it measures the baby's, like, heartbeat and the movement, like, muscle movement, all that. I don't know. Muscle development, I guess. So, I guess it was testing all of those things out. And I was there for about 20 minutes? Yeah, 20 minutes. And I got so scared because, like, in the middle of the test, I thought, oh my god, I want to record this for YouTube. I want to, like, show you guys. So I was, you know, on my back, obviously, with this, like, thing around my stomach. And I was scared of moving, but I ended up moving. And then that chart that I showed in the clip, it started to rise when I got up. And I'm like, oh shit. Like, I laid down immediately after I got my phone from my coat. But yeah, guys, what else? I was 7 months pregnant for my birthday on January 28th. I turned 25. I'm really old now. I've been doing this thing where I grab like clips every week. At least I try to do every week, of my belly, so you guys can see. I'm going to put together a whole video. That's probably up by now. I don't know if I'm going to post this first, or I just have so many videos on my flash drive to post after I give birth. But basically showing week by week, starting at 19 weeks, I think, how my belly started to grow. So I've been doing that every week as well. I'm trying to like think, because I don't want to leave anything out. Oh, you know how I mentioned things falling at work? Not only at work, I just feel like I'm clumsier at work. Everything has been falling from my hands. I think it started maybe, I want to say 5 months. I don't even remember, but my 7 months, I was really like dropping everything, and it's actually a symptom of pregnancy. I have the app, and it says that this can happen to you because your joints are very loose or something like that. So you don't have much control when you're carrying something. It's very easy to like drop it. And that's like one of my pet peeves, dropping stuff. Especially now, because like I said, I run out of breath when I like have to pick something up. So it's just, and it's painful. Shh, it's okay. When I was 7 months pregnant, I talk about it like it was so long ago. Just a couple weeks ago. Probably like 1 or 2 weeks ago. But we've been planning to fix my room. You guys may have already seen that I have a pink vanity. Posted that a long time ago. By the time you guys see this video, it may have been a long time ago. Or maybe just like 2 months. I don't know. But, my dad bought me a beautiful pink vanity, which is where I'm doing my makeup right now. And he set it up and stuff. And I had to get rid of a lot of stuff in my room, like a lot of clothing. I have my main closet, which is out. Like, it's an actual, like, dresser that he brought me. And then the closet is the closet that comes with, you know, my room. So I cleaned the closet that comes with my room. And I just literally had, like, so much stuff out. And then I took out more stuff from my closet in order to empty it out and put in things that I had out already. And to throw out stuff that I had in that closet. And I just made a huge disaster in my room. I think this was like 2 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago. And my parents came in my room and they're like, wow, like, how are you going to do this by yourself? And I'm like, I got this. Like, goodbye, go. Like, I literally said, go. I was in a bad mood. But I really thought that I had it under control. And apparently I didn't, because I started having a panic attack. I started to cry. I think I posted, I posted on my Instagram that I finally saw why people called me a hoarder. Like, my dad would call me a hoarder, my mom would call me a hoarder, and my boyfriend would call me a hoarder. And I never really realized that. I just didn't see the problem, you know? And I finally saw the problem that day. I was like, wow, I definitely have a problem. Like, this is not just them saying that I'm a hoarder. Like, I'm actually a hoarder. I had so much stuff from my closet, and then so much stuff that I had out already on my bed. Because the thing is, I had a clothing rack, right? Oh my gosh. I had a clothing rack, and I got rid of the clothing rack because that space where my clothing rack was, it has to be a dresser for my daughter, for her clothes. So I had to get rid of the clothing rack, and I had to put a lot of stuff in storage that was hanging there. And the stuff that I didn't put in storage, I was going to keep it here in the closet. So I was emptying stuff from the closet to throw away to put in the stuff that was in the rack. And I had everything in boxes and just a bunch of random shit just thrown. Sneakers sneakers everywhere. And the thing was, I was very frustrated because my mom bought me a new bed frame. And it doesn't allow me to put any shoes under my bed anymore. And I used to do that. I have too many sneakers. So all of my sneakers were out, and I had to figure out a way how to put all of this away. So everything was thrown. And just remembering, I'm losing my breath. I just had a panic attack. I started crying so loud in my room. seeing everything just thrown on my bed, on the floor, like not even being able to come in my room. My mom wasn't even able to come in till I moved a bunch of stuff because boxes were everywhere. Like, and my room is so small, so it's more frustrating. She heard me cry. She got so worried. She thought I was in labor or something. She was like, "What happened?" I'm like, all this clothes. And she's like, "Open the door, make space, open the door so I can come and help you." And thank God my mom helped me. And my dad also helped, like, with the garbage, because I had a lot of garbage. Like, I just started throwing stuff away. I was like, you know what? I don't need this. Throw it out. My mom was like, "Throw that shit out." So I just started throwing out a bunch of stuff. Like, I didn't even care for it anymore, honestly. And I was just over it. But if I didn't have my parents to help me that day, like, I don't know if I would have finished, honestly. Stop. Oh my god, this blush. This blush is so hard, was so hard to open. This ColourPop Valentine's Day edition. But it's so cute. But yeah, guys, if I didn't have them... Everyone wants to call me when I'm doing a video. But, yeah, if I didn't have my parents, like, I don't know what I would have done. And it took me, like, a couple days to slowly organize things, and I will look so much better, but I still have, like, a pile. Like, I have boxes that still need to be put away of clothing. Pretty much all my sneakers are put away, though, so that's good. I bought organizers for them and stuff like that. Did I put too much blush? But yeah, guys. But yeah, guys, I don't even know what else to say. Like, I think that's pretty much it. That's like what's been what happened my 7 months of being pregnant. All I can say is it was stressful and it was painful. You know, when things are supposed to go smoothly, you know, you would expect that. Like, oh, like, yeah, thank God my pregnancy has been smooth in terms of, like, how I feel. Like, I never vomited, thank God. That's, like, my biggest blessing with this pregnancy. And the fact that the baby's been good and stuff, obviously. But, like, it's just been very stressful these last few months. And I get very moody. And it's not easy. I don't know if I should do pink. Let's do this pink. Oh, so I still haven't taken my maternity photo, which is so bad. Let's talk about that. I haven't taken that. And I'm going to take it soon. Now that I'm 8 months pregnant, I have no choice but to take it now. So I already bought the outfit that I'll be wearing for the picture, and I'm very excited. It's supposed to come, I think, today or tomorrow. And I'm excited about it. Oh, I just remembered that I want to speak about my baby's movements in my stomach, my 7 months of pregnancy. Whoa. Those were strong movements. Like, it was actually painful sometimes when the baby would kick me. It's crazy. My baby's gonna be very strong. I drink milk pretty much every day. So, you know, my baby's bones are strong. I keep saying, I know I said I'm gonna speak in past tense, but I keep mentioning, like, now, and I can't do that because I have another video for 8 months. But, she was kicking me so freaking hard. Especially when, like, while laying down, that's when you feel the baby kick the most. But she kicked so freaking hard. There was one time that I was like, ow! Like, she actually kicked me so hard. And she was moving a lot. She's very active, so it's very normal to feel that. You're supposed to feel your baby every day once, you know, the baby gets bigger, because if you don't, then that's concerning. I'm actually gonna be going with my boyfriend to do the 4D ultrasound, which is where like you can see the baby's face like almost clear. They give you photos, videos, and stuff like that, so I'm super excited. I have to schedule the appointment for it. And we have so many videos to record, guys. Like, it's just, I don't know. I feel like this pregnancy has gone by so freaking fast. Alright, I think I'm almost done. I'm kind of running out of things to talk about here. I'm just going to put on my mascara, and I'm going to put on my lashes, probably off camera. What else do I need? I need highlight, some lipstick. What? Oh, I can mention my weight, right? Even though I probably shouldn't. So, the last time that I went to the doctor, I weighed 155. So yes, I have gained a couple pounds. And I do have an appointment, like I said, the 25th. So they're probably going to end up telling me, you're 160 now. Which is so crazy. Like, I never, like, thought that I would reach 160 pounds. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but, like, for me, you know, I was always in my 120s and stuff, so it just feels very odd. But I'm pregnant. Eventually, I'm going to have to lose all of this weight because, you know, I have to. My hair is a freaking disaster right now. All I wear are buns. Like, I go to work in buns. Like, I'm just lazy. Like, I don't want to do anything. Even looking for clothing the night before I have to work, or if I have to go to an appointment, I have to just pick out an outfit the night before, so the next day I'm not stressed out about it. It's so annoying to me. Like, I hate it. We're gonna put a little bit of gel on our brows. On our brows. On my brows. My face has gotten fatter. I feel like the noticeable parts about me, and people have told me, like my coworker told me, my mom has been telling me, my boyfriend's been telling me, my brother. And I mentioned it before, my butt. Like, my butt is the one that got bigger. And my face. Like, I feel like my face has gotten bigger too. My brother tells me that too. He's like, your face has definitely gotten fatter. And I'm just like, gee, thank you. Like, any pregnant woman would want to hear that, right? Like, okay, I'm going to use my lip kit. Look at my dog just staring at me in the back. Yeah, guys, I have gained so much weight. He sounds like a little baby. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some highlight, and like I said, I'm going to put my lashes off the camera, and yeah. That's pretty much it, guys, though, for like my 7-month update. No one knows still, like, that I'm pregnant other than who I've mentioned already, like my parents, my grandparents from my mom's side, my uncle from my mom's side, my brothers, and my co-workers, and then my boyfriend's, like, sisters, parents. I'm not sure, like, who else in his family knows. He's not sure neither, but yeah. His friends, some friends. But yeah, like, in terms of me, I haven't told anyone, like, any extended family, like, aunts, uncles, stuff like that. I have not. And I'm gonna keep it that way till I give birth. So it's gonna be a huge surprise. I can't believe we're getting closer. Like, okay, so for my highlight, I'm taking my Selena highlight. Holographic. The highlight's not holographic, it's gold. Oh, I wanted to mention, it's like little things just keep popping up. Good though, that's good. My memory isn't that bad. But the heartburn was terrible during my 7 months of pregnancy. And it was like me waking up in the middle of the night having to take a Tums. Thank God for Tums. They relieve it right away. But the thing I noticed is now that I'm pregnant, it's harder to, like, relieve it completely. Like, I'll take a Tums and, like, 10 minutes later, I'll still feel, like, acid in my throat. That means that the baby's hair is growing, basically. So, I guess my baby's gonna have a lot of hair. Or it doesn't necessarily mean that all the time. It could just, it's just a part of pregnancy. You get acid reflux. And I've always had that problem anyway with acid reflux. And I actually Googled the whole bile thing, and it came up, like, when you have, like, a high number of bile, even though mine is not high, but it could be because of that as well. I don't know, guys. The body can be weird sometimes, but I'm learning a lot about myself. Well, not myself, because this is just because I'm pregnant, but I guess learning a lot about my body while being pregnant. Alright, guys. I'm going to go ahead and just put on my lashes, and I'm going to go take this dog to the living room because he keeps crying, so I'll be right back. Alright, guys. So I'm done with my makeup. Just gotta spray. Feels so refreshing. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to comment. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I love you guys so much. Bye.